hit the magic button. Let's see if I can get the angle right. Okay, camera should slow down and you should be able to pick me up soon. Say I'm live, look. Yeah?
Say you're live at the moment.
Hello, happy Easter. I don't know if we're going to get many people joining us this evening with it being Easter, but we will be positive and continue as though we are. I'll just hang around for a few minutes. Don't want to knock this cable. Sorry if my camera's just going to jiggle there. Sorry, I'm trying a new camera angle. So let's see what we are going to do this evening. So I am going to be using earthy tones. I'll show you the pigments I am going to work with, but first of all I'm using a cradle board, which is a Peebo one, and it's 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. I've not used this one before, so it's going to be interesting to see how that responds to resin. Oops, got my little things on here. Cradle board, so I have put my tape underneath. I've made sure that it's all level, and hopefully this remains in your camera angle. So Neil is going to tell me when we need to move the lights in case it is shining in your way. But what I have primed this with is the velvet purple. Now you might say, Sharon, why have you got purple if you're using earthy tones? Well, I'm imagining that there's going to be a tiny little bit around the border that might be coming through, and I think that's really going to complement some of the tones that we're working with. But if it doesn't, it's okay. But as you know, if you're working with any kind of wood or MDF, it gets very thirsty, so the best thing you can do is prime your canvas. So do we have anybody on at the minute? I'd love to say hello and just acknowledge where you all are.
Yeah, we've got Helly's Abstract Art.
Hi Helly.
Got Cassandra.
Hi Cassandra.
And Roxy says hi.
Hi Roxy, how are you? I'm going to turn all the volume down. All right, so some super exciting things that I'm going to be working with. So I was inspired by the wonderful Tammy Anderson, and what I was inspired by is the Just For You online, so like the Rebel glitter, and I'm thinking that I might use these in the pieces tonight. I might not, but I've got these to one side just in case. But I've also got my little scattering gems that potentially I will use for embellishment, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a glittery day. I mean, it's Easter. Why not have a little bit of glitter? How's everybody's Easter been?
Hi to Brenda and Luz.
Well, hello. I've mixed up my resin just to save a little bit of time. So this is the Resin 8 one. This has got a fairly quick working time, but I'm Sharon. I digress, but I also push my resin. So I can tend to get about half an hour out of it, even though it only says 15 minutes. So the pigments I'm going to be working with is, I've got two of the colour Cottage ones. Amazing pigments. If you've not used them before, go check them out. So it's the Coffee Bean Brown and the Honey Gold Shimmer, and they look and work beautifully together. And that is going to be complemented by the Resin Artze Luster Pigments, which is Spiced Ginger, followed by the Resin Art Luster Pigments. So these are going to be the highlight colours that I envisage coming towards the front. So that will be Blue Moon and Aquamarine. And once I've done that, what I will do is come through and add some embellishments. So I've got these trusty little silicone hairdresser brushes. If you've not seen these before or used them before, they are amazing to use when working with resin art, because you can just wipe them off and use them, and they're so forgiving. And I'm also going to be using my silicone cups, because again, you can use these over and over. Having said that, I've probably used these for a year and I'm starting to get cracks, so it's time to replace them with some fresh ones. But before I go ahead, does anybody have any questions, or is there anybody that we want to acknowledge before we go on? Because my wonderful Neil is being amazing.
Oh, amazingly quiet in the corner with my JD and Coke here. Hi to Seda. And Helly had a wonderful Easter, and hopes ours was good. I think we had a very good Easter, actually.
We did. It was very relaxing. We've been blessed with sun this way. Normally it's raining, but we've had 3, and tomorrow's supposed to be good. Really nice, bright, sunny day. So we've been off exploring around us, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been real nice.
Anyway, I'm digressing. What I'm going to do is just add some colours into my cups. I'm going to try and give more of the resin to these colours. My brain really is not commuting together, which is the honeycomb, coffee bean more than both of them, and then the gingerbread, and a little bit with the highlights. But I do have 2 silicone molds on standby should I have any of these beautiful pigments. So I'm just going to go in there and start distributing, but feel free to ask any questions or any comments you want to share. Now's your time while I'm mixing.
Well, hello to Irene as well. From Greece, I seem to remember.
Oh, was that from last time we were on, wasn't it?
And Brenda. I missed Brenda off. Sorry, Brenda from Alberta there.
Talking of the amazing Greece, we've been looking over magazines again and again because we're definitely going to visit one of the Greek islands this summer with the kids. What we're just contemplating is which one, because there are so many. And I have visited a few, and I know Neil has. So I've done Zakynthos, Thassos, where else have I been? Rhodos.
Yeah.
Where have you been? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I think I've done Corfu. I've done Zakynthos as well, and Halkidiki on the mainland.
Ah, there you go.
Which is nice.
Yeah. All right, so I've distributed where I think my pigment tones are going to go. I'm sorry if this is going to be off screen just for a little bit. I'll do my best to get them back up there, but I'm just going to up tip and have some clear resin just floating around on here. While it's doing that, I'll bring these back up. So I want my brown to be the most. So I'd love to hear again who has worked with the colour Cottage pigments. That's my question to you guys. So I'm going to add about this much in. Should be enough, but we will see how that goes. Yeah, it mixes in so beautifully. It's such a rich brown, but it's just got, in certain angles, it has that shimmer of bronze. But I'm just working out if I've added enough there or if I want some more, because I want this one to really complement the gold and the honey and tone those down so that they don't come out too orange. I might just add a tiny little bit more.
Hi to Tina P.
Hey Tina! Thank you so much for dropping by this beautiful Easter.
Oh, what kind of resin are you using?
Resin 8. So
Resin 8
I've got a little bit of that left, and then I will be moving back to Mastercast. I've done a little rotation around, and Resin 8 I've enjoyed working with, but I feel the need to go back to my roots, which is Mastercast, and I like the working time with that. I like the control I can get with that. And so far it seems to be my default one that I keep coming back to. Okay, look at that. That is just looking like chocolate on Easter. Has anybody overindulged on Easter? That's my next question, Neil, to them all. I want to understand. Has everybody been good or a little bit naughty? I've been a little bit naughty, and I'm going to get even naughtier after this. There's a dairy milk chocolate bar waiting for me.
Well, Hetty's saying that she hasn't tried the colour Cottage, but hopes to one day.
Very nice. So this is another amazing pigments. This is the Resin Art Luster pigment. This is just the ginger spice. So this is going to tone beautifully with the coffee bean. I'll just see if I can get that on camera for you as I'm mixing it. And just try to establish if I've added enough.
Oh look, Irene's saying that Zakynthos is very beautiful and it's near her city.
Ah.
We can visit any time.
Right, we're off.
We can drop the kids off there.
It's a really, oh, I'm going to add some more. It's quite transparent. I mean, it's beautiful. It's like treacle, but I want some more depth in that pigment. We're looking for a balance, aren't we, Neil? We're looking for something that's got a sandy beach.
Yes.
Ideally something that's got some of the history and the Greek mythology attached to it, so sightseeing. But also somewhere where the kids might enjoy a little bit of the old water sports. So we want it all.
Yeah, the water. Yeah, just want everything. Hi to Aspian and Heather.
Hello. Is that Heather S?
Oh, and Tonya.
Hello.
And
See,
hiya, Becky.
see, that has just gone even more beautiful now. Oh, it's just like, now I want I must be hungry for chocolates and cakes, because this is like the toffee treacle on top of the chocolate pudding.
Can't have your egg till you're finished.
No, I can't. So this one is going to be the honey gold shimmer. I quite like this one because I'm not a gold lover myself. I do appreciate gold, but I'm not a gold lover. But this one I like it because it's just got that tiny little bit of, like, well, honey, because it's honey gold shimmer. What an apt name for it. Oh dear me. So,
Hiya, Maria and Judy.
hello. Do I have any first time people to my channel or to Resin Art? That's my next question out there. I know some of the names are fairly regular supporters, so thank you very much. And thank you everybody that has been watching my tutorial one, the step-by-step on the beach. I'm blown away with how fast that one's taking off. Look at that. Isn't that just divine?
We've got Tonya here and Elena. Oh, Tori, first time from Ireland. Welcome, Tori.
Hello. Have you been blessed over there in Ireland with some of this beautiful weather that we're getting over across the water?
Maria's very glad she's finally caught you live.
Well, I've only just started doing them and they've not been the best, so hopefully I'll get better and better. I'm concentrating on one project today, so that should be better. So this one is the aquamarine. I don't think I've worked on that one, this one, since I've been live. So this one's another beautiful one. To me, this is like the peacock colour that you can get, and that I have worked for before with SFX pigments. And these ones are just a really beautiful complement to those palettes of the earthy tones I've just put there. Add a little bit more pigment in there, and I'm probably going to use more of this than the deep blue, the blue moon, because I think that's just going to be to give contrast, but I don't want it to take over. Now I know I am going to have resin left over because I mixed up about 50 mils more than what's required for this, but I've got these beautiful silicone molds ready to use, and they're a really good one because they've got a high shine on them, so you can actually, I've got a video coming out on them, but you could actually use that as coasters or little round pieces of art and just stand them on like mini easels that you can get from little craft shops, non-expensive. So all right, there we go.
From Tonya's first time, so welcome, Tonya. And Tori's saying yes, he's been roasting over in Ireland as well. So
Yeah,
it's great for once the bank holiday is actually the hottest of the week. Normally it's the other way around, isn't it? It's normally raining over the weekend and then beautiful when you're back at work either side of it.
we've got one more day of it before it gets rainy again.
Yeah, rain on Wednesday, great.
All right, so this is the Blue Moon one. I've fallen in love with this one. It's such a beautiful, beautiful deep blue. And again, it's got, like, to me, shimmers of purple that come through. And I could just look at that. I mean, it's dairy milk, isn't it? Dairy milk chocolate, the wrapper. I've definitely gone for, like, Easter tones and colours. So just off the screen now, what I am going to do is bring down my pigments. And I'm going to rub through the clear resin here. Oh, and spill my... Well,
Mayday.
It's not a live pour unless I spill something, is it? So let's compose ourselves, Sharon.
Meanwhile, hello to Petra. And hello to... now, I've tried to pronounce this. Now, I don't know
Hi,
if
Petra.
in Serbia you pronounce a J as a H over here. So I'm not sure if it's Jelika or Helika. Let me know which one it sounds like. I don't know how you're going to do that writing, but we'll call you Jellica unless you tell us otherwise.
All right, so I do apologise for my tardiness and spilling some of that beautiful pigment. But what I do have is, if you've ever had or been to a party shop and you can get some plastic tablecloths for your kids' parties, that's what I'm currently using on the table. It is so cost effective, and you can get about well, I can get about 6 different tablecloths out of them. The silicone, or should I say the resin, will dry to it and you can peel it off. So you can use it for embellishments or other pieces of art. So people who are new to resin, the reason I'm applying a bit of clear resin is so that when I add my pigments, it's going to bleed through a lot easier. And it's also going to add to that barrier with it being clear resin, not clear resin, the board that has just been primed with acrylic paint. It's going to make it a little bit better. I don't know what to say. So what I'm going to do now is just heat this up with my heat gun, and then I'm going to start to apply some colours throughout. All right, I'm regrouping after my tragedy.
Ellie says thanks for the great tip, Sharon, on the tablecloth there.
Yeah, apologies for the noise. Turn the sound down if it's going to irritate you.
So we've got Solitary Empath, hello, who loves the gorgeous rich colours. And could you just recap what colour it is, as she missed the start?
I can. So what I am applying, I'll put them in a place where I can see. So the first colour I'm applying is the colour Cottage, and it is the Coffee Bean Brown. So it's a beautiful one. And I'm just going to apply this very randomly because I'm just going to blend it through with some tones of the other ones, but I'm probably going to add more of the brown than the lighter colours, because the lighter colours, the gold and the ginger, can be quite light, and light is good, but I want to have enough of the dark tones coming through. So this is the Resin Art, and this is the ginger, spiced ginger. So I'm just adding that one through. And if I feel I need to come back and add some more dark, I will. You got to admit, just looking at that, even in this mess where I'm just throwing it on, that looks like a chocolate bar. Right there. It's an advert for dairy milk.
That's the girls saying she spills things all the time, so I feel bad.
This is why Neil made me my the box that I normally work in, because I can be a little bit of a accident prone when it comes to pigments or paints or whatever word you want to do. Now again, you're going to see me using 2 things to light mine. As you know, I'm moving into my new house soon, and I don't want to use my shiny new toys until I'm in there. So I'm going to keep working with these whilever I can. There we go. And I am just using my torch now to try and get rid of some of these bubbles before I start blending them together. Now, if you're new to resin, the reason you have a blowtorch and a heat gun is you can get different effects. The blowtorch removes bubbles. The heat gun can still remove bubbles, but what I find that does, it gives it such a heat, it makes it more fluidy and blends it together. So the blowtorch gives you more control. So I don't know if you're aware, I'm sat at slight of an angle so that you guys can see this a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with the angle that we're on. Why not? I'm going to do it as though it's coming this way. So I'm going to add a little bit more brown down here. And then hopefully I've got the right balance that when I'm dragging it through, you will see the different, hopefully, depth. If I need to apply more, I will. But again, I wasn't too worried about there being some of this purple coming through. So if I go quiet now, make sure you ask Neil questions and he'll let me know, because I'm purely concentrating on the art. And anything you want to know, let me go. But I'm curious to know if Petra's still on line, because I've been seeing that she's been making her own beautiful pigments, and I'm in awe of that. So if you've not seen her channel, people, make sure you do check her out.
I think there's definitely a chocolate theme around, because Solitary saying, "Be still my beating heart." I'm not sure if that it's the colours or just the thought of how much it looks like chocolate there.
So
Ellie's also talking about chocolate and caramel here, and Judy's words, that brown is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I assume it's colour, but maybe chocolate related.
So this is where I'm using this as a paintbrush, and I'm just going to start working through with the similar theme. And this is where you have to be brave. You just have to go for it. And the pigments, because they are really good quality pigments, are going to really support what you're trying to do. And you just then, you go with the feeling, you start working with it. If it's working, great. If it's not, try a different thing. And I am mopping the excess directly onto this tablecloth behind. One, I'll be able to save them there. But I want to make sure I go into this with clear strokes on each of them. So it's just a matter of layering it, and then I'll come through with a thinner brush, and what you'll find there is that that'll help create a different kind of movement and feeling. But you might not be able to see this, but I don't actually know. Can you ask if they feel the camera angle's a little better than it was last week for this?
Well, I think you might have just done that.
Oh. Yes, I might have.
In the meantime, Lisa Wyatt says happy birthday. Hello, Lisa. And Maria was saying that yes, Petra does lovely work, and Petra's very thankful that you mentioned her channel.
Oh, she's amazing.
She's still working on her own natural mica powders. She's very excited about it.
Yeah, I was super excited when I saw her getting into that, because that's something that I'm interested in myself, because over in the UK we're not blessed with the beautiful pigments that are accessible like over in Australia or America at this stage. So it's nice to see people going out there and creating pigments that they want to see or work with.
Yes. Aspian Girl is saying the camera angle is nice, don't worry. And also happy birthday.
I think, did I put happy birthday instead of happy Easter?
Did you? I don't know. Did you? No, it definitely says happy Easter. Not sure of it. And Christine, hello Christine. She saw peanut butter and chocolate brownie with salted caramel drizzle before the blending began. Yeah, there's definitely a chocolate feeling here.
So what I'm doing now, I've just had a little look at where my resin is going or isn't going. And I'm just filling the gaps. So this is where it isn't until you start blending it, you start to work out what is working or what do you want. So I'm loving some of these tones down here, but again, like I said, the ginger and the gold can take over. So I'm determined that I want to get enough of the dark colours through here so that that's going to really complement it. So what I'm going to do now is leave my silicone hairdresser brush to one side, and I'm going to come in with my little sticks now and see what I can do. And apologise if you see my face, I'm not wearing a mask. I recommend you always wear a mask when working with resin, but it's very hard to do a live or anything like that when you've got a mask on.
Hello to Beverly, happy Easter to you as well. Glad you caught Sharon late.
So
she came in a little bit late and apologises, okay, but it's good that you caught her.
So this is where I'm going crazy now and letting my stick work like a paintbrush for me. I'm super happy that there are little bits of that purple still remaining. Only a little bit. Don't know how long it will last, but you're starting to see, hopefully, layers and movement. Whatever word you want to use, because brain and head's not 100% commuting today. Computing, not commuting. Looks like something's blowing in the wind, or kind of like a fire, but not with fire colours. I know everybody else sees.
Now, Saida, you'll have to tell me if I'm pronouncing that right, whether it's Saida or Saida. But she likes it already. The colours are beautiful.
Yeah, it's, if you've never worked with resin before, or you want a very safe palette, the palette that I'm working with now is a glorious palette to work with, and it's very forgiving, and you can achieve a lot. So this particular resin I'm working with has a fairly short curing time, so I'm able to sculpt, and it's holding what I'm doing. However, when I add a little bit of a torch or the heat gun next, it's going to probably blow it out, which I'm not too worried about because I've got to come in now and add some of those highlighting colours and see if that's actually going to add value or what that's going to do to the piece. And I don't think I'm going to need a lot. I think I am just going to need a few, and it's really going to bring the richness out of what I'm working with. But what I'm going to do is just wipe my hands. So apologies for the noises. You hear me getting my alcohol wiped out. And I'm just going to clean them down and give it a torch over for bubbles, and then come in with some of these highlights and then work out if we're going to add embellishment. I mean, does everybody feel like they need a little bit of glitter today? I think I do.
Tonya is saying that your piece is beautiful to her at the moment, and she's only used resin to seal her painted rocks.
Oh,
around the town.
Does she know? Oh,
it sounds like yes.
Oh, where's my rock? When we went to Australia, sorry if my camera's in the way, the art on this is not necessarily good, and I'm sure you might do better artwork on this, but when we went around Australia, there were, last time we were there were rocks everywhere, and it says Rocks WA 608, and it was such a cool thing. So you had some really good art, you had different art, but it just got you curious because we didn't see them to start with, did we?
No, it didn't.
And then we started spotting them, and we became fascinated at what they are. But I've also seen some people do beautiful art with rocks. Something I might have a go at eventually. I'm trying to get my torch working, Neil. Oh, there we go.
That should do it. Well, glitter seems like a very favourite or very popular thing here. We've got Helly's, Maria, Solitary, all saying
glitter, glitter.
Anastian, yeah.
They're all speaking my language today. All right.
Saying take a pic and post it on Facebook so they know you have it.
What the? What?
Oh, the rock.
Oh.
Yeah, the rock.
All right, so let me see what this is going to need. What I might do is layer it. This is where I'm being brave and thinking, oh, is this going to work? It's not. No. Sorry about my strange noises, but that's literally what I'm thinking. Coming with a little bit less.
Sonia's saying, yeah, the rock, because whoever makes them like to see them travel.
Oh.
Don't get much more travel than Australia to the UK,
wow.
so that's a good idea. That we might do that.
All right, I'm thinking, and I've not tried this before, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. But I'm thinking I'm going to do a few big swipes with my silicone hairbrush and see what that does. But if it doesn't work, it's okay. I've got plenty of resin to salvage it and bring back another design, because my moral is, if it doesn't work out, stick more colour on it and it'll be amazing.
Irene's for glitter as well.
Oh, it's brilliant. All right, here we go. I'm a little nervous, people. Let's see what it does. So not a lot's actually dragged through. It's sinking to the bottom. Some of the dark has, but it's not captured as much as the vibrancy as I would like. So I'm going to revert to, let me see what I can do here.
Well, to me, that looks like a bit of a bird.
Does it?
From here, yeah.
Well,
Bird's neck and wings.
there you go. I just want this vivid colour to come through. So I'm not giving up on it. I'm just adding a bit more of the colour, and I'm going to drag it through a different way rather than swiping it. And I feel that that will work better. Don't know. Never done it before, but let's see.
Hi to Kim. It's her first time watching you.
Hi Kim, welcome. Hope you enjoy.
Oh, first time for watching a live YouTube video.
Ooh,
there you go.
Oh, there you go. That's an honour, isn't it? All right, so if I bring this through now, I'm trying to see how much of this will actually come through to the top, or if it's just going to stay here. Now here might not be an issue. It might just add character here.
Kim loves ya.
Oh,
Loves your work.
thank you. So I quite like some of the movements I'm getting here. I feel like it's like the bottom of a peacock feather or something. I'm not managing to drag it as far up as I would like before it loses all that colour.
Oh, it's Becky's first live YouTube as well.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm honoured. So, I'm thinking. What I might have to do is actually drag some through with my brush. Or should I say stick, because love what's happening here. Love the complement of colour here. Let me drag that down there. But I would love to carry some of this richness just a little bit through.
So Beverly's asking where we are generally. So basically we're over in the UK. She thought we were broadcasting from Oz. No, but we've got a lot of connections in Oz, and we both used to live over in Oz, but we're both over in the UK at the moment. And we pop over there quite regularly. But I'm over there in June again. But no, for the moment, we're over UK based, Beverly.
Our kids are over there though. That's why we're over there a lot.
Yes, yeah. 2 or 3 times a year.
So, I am just assessing what's going on here and what I want to do. And never be afraid to do that with your art. It's never too late to change it, but you've got to be brave and be willing to sort of experiment and give it a go. And sometimes with resin, you can think that you're not getting it how it wants to go, but then suddenly it pops and it comes to life. I'm feeling it might be swirls. It's always swirl time. Are you laughing at me knowing that I'm defaulting to swirls?
If in doubt, swirl.
Yeah. If in doubt, add colour and swirl. What I might do is just give a swirl a go just here in a controlled environment, and if it doesn't work, I've got enough pigments to sort it out. But I really do like...
Let's face it, we know it's not going to be the only swirl. Kim says it's looking good. Happy Easter to Christine.
Happy Easter! Sorry, I'm going really quiet here. This is where I'm going into my creative space of trying to work out what's happening.
Beverly's asking if this is going to be weekly.
I am trying to make this weekly. That's my goal. There might be the odd time, because my family live up in Yorkshire. If I visit them, there might be the odd time where I won't be able to. But yeah, I want to try and like it. Sorry, I'm just stood up now, so I hope you don't get my tummy or my breasts in the way as I bend over. I'm trying to just assess what I'm liking and what I want to change from a composition. So I'm loving this section here. It's lost a little bit of what I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm now going to come back, because I feel like, that's my saying of here. I'm going to try and do that in a controlled way so that I'm not going to ruin too much of that aqua that I've got here. And I think then that'll give me an idea of what's working and what isn't for me. And I like a balance of, I mean, I'll tell you what I'm trying to achieve, which is if you have dark edges, it draws your eye into the image. That's with normal art. So what I'm trying to work out is, can I get your eyes to focus to the center if I add the right tones? And what I'm doing. I hope that makes sense. I'm Sharon, I digress. All right, so I'm leaning over it, but I'm just going to torch it Now, I will have to come back and torch it anyway because I am creating bubbles by dragging my stick through. I apologise if you're talking because Neil's just left me.
Sorry, back again.
He abandoned me, people. I need to get this resin off my fingers. It's gone too sticky to hold. Alcohol wipes are a very good thing for you to have nearby, just to keep getting rid of the excess resin because your hands just get so sticky with resin. And it saves you changing your gloves over all the time. Don't know if I've missed anything.
Kim's just saying a couple of stripes through the deeper blue in the right corner, question mark.
Yeah, I'm
That's
coming back through. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh. Trying to get my torch to work. Oh. Oh dear. I might have to get my big one out. Yeah, might need to. Nobody wants to sit here listening to me get this working. Yep. I can't lie to you. Your hands are going to get sticky though.
Why don't I do this bit? You do that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Did I? Oh, he sourced it for me. My hero.
Did messed up again.
See, I've just got to face it, haven't I, and get my new one out. I might actually drag. Now I'm thinking be brave and maybe drag one line of blue all the way through. Sorry. All right, any comments or anything, Neil?
Yeah, I've got sticky fingers.
Oh, he's just going he's just going to get rid of his sticky fingers. I actually quite like how some of the blue is just random through it, just here. Just brings your eye in a little bit. What's everybody's plans for tomorrow? Has anybody been lucky enough to get day off work, or majority are going to be working like me?
Well, Sharon gets to work on Friday and Monday. I've got 4 days off.
As long as you're all right, mate.
I'm all right.
All right. So loving what's happening here, but I'm wondering, should I?
Well, he's having a barbecue. Perfect weather for it. Last day tomorrow. Get it in while you can.
I'm going to do something really dramatic.
Sada's working 8 to 8 as well.
Oh, there is no rest
Sucks.
for us wicked people, eh?
8 till 8, that's a long old
That
shift
is a
as well.
very long shift. I don't feel so bad. Mine's 8 till 3. All right. I hope nobody's screaming at the screen. You got to be happy and stand by your work.
Wow. Kim's finishing up an 18th century heirloom journal.
Oh, wow. How exciting is that? All right, so I'm just sort of, I've put it on here. I'm just letting to see where it's going to go to. But I'm tempted to know whether do I put one or just have one here and one here. 3. That I love 3.
Solitary saying you're showing her how to be brave.
Oh, am I? Yeah. This is me.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
She does this to me all the time.
I think it's going to work. But I am just working around. If I've got that there and I've got that there, then that's going to be 2. So I'm going to 2 little ones.
Well, Aspian's got a few days off work and she's going to do some artwork herself. Your art is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. holding my breath here because I'm going to try and get 2 different size ones. That blue is just stunning.
Happy Easter to Tina Marie.
Oh, where should I put this one? I think it should just go here.
It's almost Egyptian, that middle one, to me.
Egyptian.
That's the colours of it. Not so much in the... Actually, Rhodos had that blue a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, the eye, is it?
Yeah. Tina
And
loves the colours.
they do work beautifully together.
They don't look so much like chocolate now, Tina. A lot of people were giving very hungry comments earlier as they ate the chocolate as it went on there.
Sometimes you've just got to be brave. All right. Now Sharon is working out. What is she going to do? I am going to...
Solitary reckons it's stunning.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to drag the dark around a little bit.
Oh, Beverly's saying she keeps her hand purifier like Purell with alcohol and aloe, for cleaning hands and brushes for resin. For acrylics, a canister of Lysol or Clorox wipes. She loves your arts. Ellie's saying swirls. Sada's saying it's stunning.
So what I'm doing at the minute, sorry, I'm just in my creative space. Thank you for all the beautiful comments and support. What I'm just trying to work out is, because as you know, resin has a mind of itself. So I'm just seeing where is it self-leveling to and what is that going to give me. Now I think I've got enough of a dark pop there. I'm just going to add a little bit more.
Beverly's saying she loves the 3D effects. And Tina Marie is asking what resin you're using. So tonight it's Resin 8, isn't it?
It is, yeah. See, you do listen to me.
I do.
All right. Time to change the gloves. I've wiped them as much as I can. And I am going to... Oh, sorry.
Just
the light's
more on
going
that one, Tina. Sharon does use several other resins, but tonight it's just Resin 8 at the moment.
Yeah.
This evening.
I've got...
You rotate for a lot.
Yeah, I rotate a lot because I don't want to just stick with one brand. I want to... You're going to like me. I want to try different ones and they all have different properties. Oh.
No, right there. There we go.
No, gonna have to get this new one
Not
out.
too powerful. That's the problem.
All right. I'm just gonna use my.
There you
go. No. We're struggling to light my torch at the minute. I think you might have to get my big.
Too fast.
You're gonna get my big one out.
You've ruined another one with resin.
I've ruined them. All right, I'm getting the biggie out.
I don't let her onto my tools in the garage.
I really don't like the big one. It scares me. Look at it. It's ridiculous. Woo!
Wasn't that a bit taller?
Oh, I scared myself. I think you might need to get me my
Fire
big
extinguisher?
one. Yeah. All right. So I'm contemplating here. Am I going to come through with the lines? Or am I going to bring them into some kind of flower? What are you all feeling?
You going to want this one?
Yeah. Light up my big one.
I have to feel you out. So, Tina Marie is saying, no glitter, Sharon, thank you. Solitary, it pays to be brave. You could have stopped anywhere along the way, but I'm glad you decided to experiment further.
Yeah.
Petra's saying, wow, that was scary. You weren't standing this close.
Yeah, I've got a beautiful painting here that's Neil's that nearly
Really
went
liked
up. It's all excitement here. But I think it's forcing me to get my one out that Neil got me for Christmas. So before I go get it, I've been trying to save this until I move into my new art studio. But look how sexy that is. But I just cannot get any resin on it.
No chance.
No chance. All right, I've got to wait until that's up and running. Not too sure if you can see some of the effects from the clears popping through and giving little holes there, and it's getting the purple to come through. And you'll start to see that some of the pigments will fight with each other in a nice way to race to the top, depending on the consistency. In my mind now, I am just working out, am I going to... I'll show you two different ideas that's going through my mind. All right? Everybody's going to get in it. Oh, look at this. See if it lights first time. Oh, look at that.
It's got 4 little jets. That's quite posh. I can use that in the garage.
And there'll be no fire. Hopefully. Whew.
Tina's saying you're the glitter queen.
All right, so I want your advice or feedback. Is it going to go?
Aspian likes the swirls and wavy lines, but it was a little scary, shall we be honest.
What? The torch?
Yep, the torch.
But it kept everybody awake.
Cider loves it so far, well done. And Irene's saying that's nice, very nice.
All right. Now, I don't like that. That does not go because all the lines are going the different ways. So another thing it could be, and if it doesn't work out, it's okay because we can move it, is the Sharon swirls. I'm going to wait and see what happens with that. But again, I don't think it necessarily goes because they're all the lines that are going in different direction. It just looks, the colours are beautiful, but it looks out of sort. So what I am going to do though is, you know me.
Let's face it, we knew they would at some stage.
He made me spit then. All right. Oh. Be brave, Sharon. Be brave. All right. Oh, you're trying different
Yeah, just getting a bit of reflection on that one. Solitary saying, yep, you're going for it.
It's me. What can I say?
Tina Marie, you go, girl.
You know what it's resembling to me now? Some kind of abstract peacock feathers. Does this make me predictable?
No, it seems like a popular thing you're doing. I reckon you're Sharonizing it.
People know me well.
Solitary saying otherworldly flowers. It's true, it looks a bit like thistles actually to me. Scottish
See,
thistles.
now I am loving this. It's very hard for you guys to see from this angle, but some of these contrasting colours are also really bringing out. I've just got to be careful not to overwork it. Neil won't believe me when I say that.
No. No, that's one of the things I often say. Saying that, who am I to criticise not doing any art whatsoever?
Love this area here. How I worked on the colours. They're layered very, very finely, but it's really, really interesting.
Thank you, Helly. She agrees that it's definitely thistles.
Thistles?
Yeah, it's 2 of us think thistles.
Thistles are good.
Oh yeah, they are. Beautiful.
We're just doing some conflicting things there, just to create a bit of interest. Well, I don't think I can make this any better.
Good day, Ali. You've got Ali from Down Under.
Oh, you put your best Aussie voice on there, Neil.
Thought I would.
All right, so
First time catching you live.
Oh, hello and welcome. So I'm just going to look at my sides, let this settle down for a bit, make sure there's no bubbles, and then we are going to put this to one side, and you're going to get to see my messy workstation while we then come in and work on the round silicone mould. But I am loving this. It's very interesting. It kind of still looks, I don't know why, but like Egyptian. Some of the colours in that and the contrasts are really beautiful. Thinking or feeling about this. I think if we put glitter on, I think it might just destroy what it is that we're doing with it.
Tina P is saying it's making the blue and the teal glow from where she's sitting. It looks fantastic.
Thank you. All right. What do you reckon? 2 little dots of blue there?
And
or leave it as it is?
See, that's why she calls you her teacher.
All it is I'm brave and I get lots of happy accidents. What are your thoughts? Seriously, would 2 little tiny little dots there add value to this? As though there's distance and that. I'm going to wait for you guys.
Solitary saying step away from there. That's my argument so often.
All right, I'm going to step away from the...
Helly's agreeing as well. We have Helly also saying step away.
All right.
And hello to Marie from South Africa. She's just joined you.
Hello. All right. By popular demand, I am going to step away from the art. All I'm going to say is, you don't know what masterpiece this could have turned into. Or disaster.
Tori, didn't say, Tori saying stop there as well. Maria L is saying leave it. Looks fabulous. Sada's saying leave it.
Leave it. Leave it.
People on my side are saying leave it.
All right. You guys have won. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to torch it. And then I'm going to try and get the camera out of its stand so you can see it close up before it goes to bed. And I'll leave it. And then I'll show you when it's cured. And then I'll tell you what I could take it to on the next sitting or leave it. You guys have won. I appreciate this. This is like communal art.
Irene agrees, leave it.
Can you just pass
Tina
me the
P,
bag?
leave it.
All right. So my hands have got no resin on them, so I'm going to get out my James Bond gun again. Oh, look at that. No fire this time.
Oh, Kim's just come back after a phone call.
Kim?
Basically, we were deciding whether Sharon should carry on or leave it. And I think, as you can see by the comments, I think leave it's winning at the moment.
All right, so I need to put this to rest. What I'm going to get Neil to do is it needs to go under there in the little tub. So you're going to, apologies for the glare. I'm just going to help Neil clean things off of the lid so that we can put this one away safely. And then we're going to come in and work on a silicone mould if you're all happy to hang around and see that. I do apologise for the torch. I'll put that a different way.
I will solitary. I will step in.
Is stepping in?
Sharon attempts to move towards the artwork rather than to put it in the box here.
It is exquisite, so... Now, if I drop anything in it, that will be tragedy. There is, so that just needs to go to the side. All right, we are safely transporting it.
This is still wet, is it?
No, that's dry.
It's dry, but on the side.
If you just pop it down there. Sorry, I'm working on another collaboration with somebody, but I'm not going to reveal who that is yet. So there's a big project to one side that Neil's taking out of its bed and putting it safely to one side while I transport this piece away. I don't know if you get to see it a little bit better from that angle there, just the detail and the layering and the colours and the shades. So this thistle is going to bed. I am still here if anybody's just going to log in for the first time.
She's still here, and I'm checking that she's not touching it. Don't worry.
All right, just going to make sure this bad boy is level. All right, just torching it one last time before it goes to bed. All right, it is safely away, people. Yeah, pop the lid on. So, the bits that are around here, for the people that's just come, please don't stress. This is a, like a really cheap tablecloth you'd buy for a kid's party. It's the most cost-effective thing when you're working on resin. You can make about 8 different tablecloths out of them. This will dry, you can peel it off, and you can use the embellishment. So I'm just going to tidy up a little bit just so it doesn't look horrendous for you guys and ladies. I'm going to turn that around and make sure. So what I'm going to do is use some of the pigments I've got left to pop in here, and also show you this beautiful little silicone mold. It's got a high shine. It was fairly cost effective from somebody on Etsy, but it makes a beautiful little geode. All right, so let me just tidy up a little bit. Wow, there's some beautiful colours that's come off the table here. There's going to be some lovely bits of embellishment I can do. And I do have, if I've got any more left, I've got a board. All right. Yeah. I think I might get you to do the blowtorching if I need it. So I'll try not to knock my phone again. Sorry. So with this one, I'm going to use this as a mini geode. So I'm going to ask, what colour would you like to see go in here? You've got 2 colours. What colour would you like to see go into a geode? Now, you're not going to get to see what this looks like tonight, but I'll bring it out next Sunday for you to see it. But over to you. It's going to be viewer's choice.
Okay, so we've got Maria L saying, absolutely love to see the coaster mould being designed. Kim was saying, when are you doing the silicone mould? And definitely a leave it. Ellie saying, lovely. Sylvia, très jolie, which if I remember is very pretty.
Ah.
Solitary, ooh ah.
Ooh ah, ooh ah.
Kim is gorgeous. Not Kim, well.
Well, Kim, you are gorgeous,
gorgeous
apparently.
Yeah, Kim is gorgeous, and as is her comment. Kelly, hello Kelly. She'll definitely stay and watch. She missed the one you just did. It was beautiful though. Sada says beautiful. Solitary's very happy that you didn't touch it. Kim gives a thumbs up. Tori, having a bash at Resin Art tomorrow.
Ooh.
Got a small kit to have a go.
Yay! If you've not seen it, my last video at 107 is a step-by-step tutorial on how to create an ocean scene. But it should still answer any questions that you've got if you've got anything about resin art.
Oh, and we've got Leontine 1, aka Sue from Gosport, just down the road, Portsmouth.
Hey,
Gosport, is that?
welcome! We at Southampton applaud you.
Maria L is saying the blue and teal. Tina M is saying blue. Ali is saying the teal. Sue, purple and clear.
Oh, I don't have any clear. That's outside of my realm
Ellie,
of where I can
blue.
do.
Maria L, I would pick up the runoff from the table.
I'm going to use this runoff.
Blue, teal and gold.
Okay.
Tori, teal and gold. Cider, caramel and gold.
Oh.
And Kim, hey, I just finished washing her sticky hands from making an ocean in a glass.
Hey, well, I'm going to go with teal and a little bit of gold.
Sylvia, teal and blue. Request from the Bahamas. Well, Sylvia in the Bahamas, that'd be rather nice.
It would, wouldn't
Tina
it?
P is blue and teal as well.
Oh, what got the most votes there? Blue and teal or
Blue and teal.
Ooh. All right, it is.
We do did have two golds in there as well, but blue and teal definitely seems to be the winner there.
I apologise that this is in your way, but I'm right-handed, so I need to scrape it out this way. And as you can see, my resin is really starting to cure, so I need to really force it out of here. The really great thing, I don't know if you can grab it for me, Neil, but in the little greenhouse drying, my round one that I did is there, because I want to show them the front and the back. Because this has got a high shine, you actually can use this front or back up. So I've got a tiny little easel that I'm going to stand it on, and I'm going to rotate.
Right, what am I looking for here?
The little round, well, the round coaster.
Round coaster, okay. Oh, I've got that one. This round coaster.
Yeah, that's the one. If you could sort of, because my hands are all sticky.
I can display that for you.
If you bring it in, no, you're not in.
Oh, not in.
Down.
Down. Okay,
Oh.
left, right. I can't see where I am. Oh,
That there.
You get those sticky
Yeah.
gloves off my jumper.
If you rotate that around so they can have a close look, and then turn it upside down.
Off my jumper.
Now turn it opposite way round. So I feel that you've got some amazing effects front or back. It's like kind of like a little bit of the alcohol. Are you worried that I'm going to put something on your jumper?
I am.
All right. So we are coming in with this beautiful blue as requested. Just going to let it seep off and mix, and then you'll get to see this when it cures. But it does give a very high shine in the middle. Now I'm not adding any glitter. What are you giggling at?
Kim's agreeing I should go grab the coaster. And I did, and I displayed it beautifully.
Oh, it's getting like treacle now. Look at that. That's what happens when resin starts to go off. Not as in go off as in bad, but cure. That is your sign to say, come on, lady. You got a short bit of time left with me. I'm going to hold that one upside down there. Look at this, multitasking. I think what I will do is create some of these with some clear in them at some stage. But somebody said to wipe some of this up here, so I am going to.
Scoop up the leftovers.
Yeah. Let's see if
Very,
I'll get an interesting
Tina M
back.
saying torch it or make it soft.
Yeah. I sometimes don't like to make things easy for myself, do I? The only problem is, because the silicone, and you got to be careful when you sort of add.
So Tori, tonight we're using, Sharon is using Resinate. It's just the choice for this evening.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw on my video, but me and Neil went out on this beautiful walk, and I decided, I don't know if I told him this last week. Did I tell you the story about how I tried to get across this muddy bank and actually fell into it up to my thighs, and I thought I was going to go under like quicksand? And Neil didn't manage to capture me whilst I'd fallen into it and had to crawl on hands and knees on how to get out of it. But he was there to capture the photo at the end.
See you, Kim.
Bye,
Thanks for
thank
stopping
you. All right.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't catch Sharon crawling on her knees. I was too busy laughing.
So we're not going to have enough resin to fill this to the top, even with the scraping of the overspills. But what we are going to have is enough to create a nice base. And then I will be able to come in and add more to it tomorrow, because this one only takes 12 hours to cure, and within about 6 hours you can sort of touch it as well. So that's kind of cool, because it's going to be very gold and ginger heavy. But I am going to blow it with a torch, blend it a little bit, and then sort of see what happens from there.
Hello, Shirley. She's saying,
Hello.
this is good stuff.
It is good stuff. It's like yummy chocolates we've been working on this evening. I want to know where our local neighbour is. Is she still on?
Sue from Gosport.
Yeah, is Sue from Gosport still here?
Not sure if she's still watching yet at the moment or not.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Sue saying, love your work, you're still here.
Now, this is going to look very, very gold. But that's okay. It's better to use stuff than not. But I'm hoping when I get my torch out, more stuff's going to come to the top. And on my table, unfortunately, all I've got is gold mainly. But every bit of resin will have been used, which is good. And the painting has been saved. Alright. Here we go with some of the
Irene's
leftovers.
off to got to walk her dog, but she's saying everything is amazing. Love
Thank you
See
for
ya,
spending
Irene.
time. I know it's a long day, and I thank you for spending some time with me, especially on Easter. Alright, this is getting sticky mess. Put some over that side, and I think that's going to be it. I'm just going to torch it now. Well, I'm going to get Neil to torch it.
I can torch it.
So that I'm not getting any of, if you can torch it quickly over the top, but try not to touch the edges. Otherwise you'll burn the resin to it and then it'll break my mould.
Solitary saying she hopes you do this more often.
Oh, thank you. I think it's been good having you all saying, leave their art. So very quickly over the top here and here. Any obvious bubbles? Beautiful.
One's there. Like that. You have to take care with the silicone on this or not?
Yeah. Try not to get too far. Alright, that is going to be it. So I'm going to get my heat gun. Let that blend out. See what it does. See if I need to get my stick in there. Sorry for the noise. It's about to come your way a bit. So that was getting a bit hot there. I see it all smoking, but let's see what happens to this resin as it starts to pull back. Sometimes it's quite a slow time, but you should start to see. Something's come. And remember, this is going to be upside down as well, so some of those beautiful colours are underneath. So I'm just going to try and work out if there's anything I can do to manipulate this myself. So I'm going to get my little stick in and try and create a little bit of art. As long as you're all not saying step away from the art, we're all good to go. And never ever chuck your cups away or get rid of them until you're ready, because you think you've done, and you can always find a little bit more in there. So I'm just trying to create a little bit of interest and seeing if I can bring out some contrast with all these colours here. It's looking like rivers going through a canyon or something. Who have we got? Is anybody still here, or is everybody?
Yeah, no, we've got plenty still here.
And it's sometimes the things you just throw together that you end up getting the best results from. Not always, but sometimes.
Is that harder to work with? Is it so hard now?
It is. It's definitely. I mean, you're pushing it, but it's still going to work. You've just got to really push it, but sometimes I prefer it when it's like this, because that's when you can, it's like painting with a brush, because you're not going to get a lot of movement with it. Each to their own.
Tina Wren thinks that teal's beautiful.
It does
It is a beautiful colour, that one.
beautifully. There's just something about it when it's with a gold, it's just, it just pops beautifully. Alright, so I really can't get any more out of that. Let's see what this dark blue is going to give me. Alright, if you complement them at the side of each other. It's like dragging a stick of rock through, through water. I mean, you could try and get the heat going again, but you can see it's like getting a skin on it now. So,
Becky's saying all the colours are beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Becky. I'm hoping that the underneath's going to have some amazing colours as well.
Yeah, Shirley's saying it's beautiful as well. Hey, little Lulu.
Hey, little Lulu, you nearly made it. How are you this beautiful Easter? Wow, this is so thick. I love it when this cures in these cups, because it's like picking, oh man.
She's very well, thank you.
It's like picking nail varnish out of, like it peels off in one go. And that's what I'm talking about, the resin when it dries and you get to peel it out. Alrighty, what have I got in here? That stick broke, so I had to move on to a new stick. Yeah, it really is like...
It's so hard it broke the stick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me just see if I can...
No, little Lulu, we had another little project before this. This is just doing, making use of the leftovers.
Alright, yeah, I had to resort to heating that one up because that was just terrible. It has...
I'm sure at the end there we can give you another shot of the first project if you like.
Yeah, we can bring the...
Tori's asking, do you use silicone cups for your resin?
Yeah, that's what these ones I am using now. And I've used these for nearly about, I'd say a year, but they have reached the limit. So even when the silicone, and you can use them over and over again, what are you laughing at? There is a shelf life to them, and I've reached it on some of mine because I turn them inside out to clean them and get the resin off. They're starting to crack now at the bottom.
Just got a hello from the Easter Bunny. Hello, Easter Bunny.
Hello, Easter Bunny.
Saying good painting.
Thank you, Easter Bunny. What do you reckon? Should I swirl this? It's not a Sharon unless I swirl it.
I'm not getting involved. We'll let everyone decide if they want to swirl it or not.
All right. I'm trying my hardest to get every last bit of resin out that I can.
Sorry, Rachel, I missed you up there. You got a hello from Rachel. She's just discovered your channel 70 minutes into a live, but she's already hooked.
Hey! Welcome, Rachel! Whereabouts in the world is Rachel from?
Well, Solitary and Little Lulu are definitely for the swirls.
Little Lulu likes my swirls.
Just like Van Gogh.
Yeah. Alright, I don't know if swirls are going to work on this, but...
Thank you, Easter Bunny, for popping in. You guys spread the good cheer everywhere. Have a good one.
That is so cute. Alright, heat it. Should I say, get the bubbles out for me? I can't use my new toy because I can't ruin this one.
Can't actually see any bubbles in that one from this angle.
Alright, that's it.
Do you?
All right, let's see if I can swirl a little bit without muddying it too much.
From Las Vegas, Rachel. Oh, Tina, Ren and Sue are definitely for the swirls as well.
Here we go. One swirl down and it's not muddying. Always a good thing.
Shirley's a newbie too. How often do you go live? She's loving it. Oh, Maryland, USA.
It's only my 3rd week in a row at live.
2nd in a row that I've been.
No, I think it's it. No, because I did my ocean one. So it's my 3rd in a row at live. So I'm trying to go live every Sunday about 8:30 UK time. It might not always be possible, but we're possible. It's a good time for me because even if I have to work, because I'm in retail and I have to work weekends, I should be home by about 8:30. It almost looks like a butterfly. Look how gooey and sticky that is.
Solitary's over in Massachusetts.
Alright, I really have reached my shelf life on that. Look at that. It's like a thick layer of paint just all moving together.
Solitary saying draw a line down the middle. Oh, look at that, just for you, Solitary.
That looks kind of cool. Alright, so I'm going to get my alcohol wipe and just wipe around the edges. So you'll get to see these ones. What are you laughing at?
Solitary says thank you. Little Lulu. She's got a large replica print of Van Gogh's Cafe Terrace at Night. I love that one as well.
Little Lulu, have you entered the competition? For the people that are on, if you watch my Bubblicious video, there's a competition to win one of my piece of art. It's that particular one. It's when I did a challenge with Miriam, and I draw it at the end of April. So if you want to be in it to win it, make sure you go on there, watch the video, and leave some comments. And yeah, it's kind of a cute piece. I think we've got it behind us, haven't we?
Yes.
All right. What I'm going to do is just touch this one more time because I can see bubbles, and then we are done. But I will give people a chance at seeing the piece that was finished, and they can see where it is asleep.
Nice picture of your head there.
Oh, was it? And I'm going to bring it in and show you both of these. Maybe leave the coffin lid on. So apologies for my hand while I take you off. I hope I don't make you too dizzy. But we are going to come in closely here, and I'm going to show you the swirls and the colours. So I'm going to go back in here and add clear when I next have some clear on top, and I will show you the front and back. And this is the colour choices that you all wanted for this geode. So let's see how that goes. But I am going to take you over to, oops, sorry, I apologise as I walk over. I'm going to walk you over to.
Just a quick hello to Billy and Gina from Archangel Art Studio, North Carolina.
That's fine, Neil.
Yeah, oh, hello.
So he's taking the lid off. I don't know if you're going to get to see this so clearly, but I'll try and turn some of my light around. And this one here, but if I go in close here, should be able to see all the detail and the colours, and it's maintaining its shape, so there's not too much of a drop off. There's been a little bit there, but not a lot. And I think these are a really nice colour combination together.
Thank you, Solitary. I had to prod her away several times.
I'll let Neil put that to bed. Yeah, I'll let Neil put. Are you able to put the lid on that before there's too much doors? But I just want to say thank you all so much for your support. You've been incredible, and I love the fact that you're interactive. I love. Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry, you want it on
No,
now?
there we go. I love that you've interacted. Sorry. There we go. Here's me, Pippi Longstockings.
Here's me.
But I don't know if you've got any questions or anything like that, but I will show you the results of these next week, sorry. And if you've got any questions, fire away. Thank you all for the people that have supported my long tutorial, and if you really do want more tutorials that give you more depth or processes, make me aware of that, because I know it's very hard. Some people want short videos, some people want long videos, some people want to see what you're doing, some people don't, so I'm going to try and mix it up. But I would love any requests that you have, whether it be colours, whether it be the type of painting. I'm happy to do that. And also my beautiful Faye behind, I'm going to start to show you some of my other paintings that I do, because even though I do work with oils and acrylics is in the traditional type of art, as you can see, I always put Sharon's spin on it. So I just want to say thank you so much, everybody. Neil, I've not been able to catch up with any of the comments. What?
A lot of comments saying they love your work. They're looking forward to seeing you next Sunday again. We'll be doing another one next Sunday.
Next Sunday. The
Sharon with me drinking in the background.
Following Sunday, so we will be doing it this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday I won't be. I'm visiting up to see my family in Yorkshire. So, but we've got one more week and then we'll be able to do that. And in sometime in May, we're moving into our new house. So we don't know what time frame that is, but what I will do is give you a tour, especially around the art studio, because it's the first time I am going to have a space for art that I can put that's designed for me, and I'm not just sort of making do with what I've got. So happy. Any particular things?
Sorry, Joe Fish has just come in.
Hi Joe Fish. I'm so sorry that you've missed, but hopefully you can re-watch. But remember all that goodness, thumbs up, subscribe, share, comments are always welcome. Make sure you share tips and tricks. Make sure you go and look at Petra's channel. She's another amazing artist that does all kinds of things out there, but mixes it up with resin, and she's just getting into mixing her own pigments. So it'd be great if you could pop over there and give support. If you've not seen the wonderful Tammy Anderson, make sure you pop over and see her channel. Another amazing resin artist. She also does other kind of art, but she's really good at being adventurous and coming up with new ways. And also my girlfriend Miriam Nature, so that's Miriam with a Y. She does all kind of mediums. If you've not checked out her channel, that would be amazing. But one last lovely person I'd love for you to see would be the wonderful oh my god, Monica Barnes. I nearly forgot your name, Monica, sorry. Monica Barnes Art. She is so cool with her resin work, so make sure you do check out those 4 amazing artists. But other than that, I am going to be going. I promised that I'd tidy my bedroom up and sort it out, ready for the move. Neil's making me be serious and not be creative. I'm sorry that my camera's jiggling around at the minute. But if you haven't seen the work that I've created this evening, please make sure you do take the time where possible. I know it's valuable to watch all that, but just wanted to say a wonderful Easter to you all. Feeling the love, wonderful community, and I am going to see you next week, but there will be a video out this week as well. So I'll try and release a standard video once a week and do a live once a week. But other than that,